Hello, friends. Happy Easter. I'm Gina Messina, and I wanted to send a message because I've been thinking a lot about what a difficult time it is to be celebrating a holiday when we're practicing social distancing and we feel disconnected from our loved ones in our communities. Now, whether or not you are Christian or you celebrate the holiday, today is about new beginnings. It's about resurrection. It's about rebirthing our communities. And I think that is a critical message for us to be connecting to right now. I love the quote from Joan Baez, where she says, all of us are survivors, but how many of us actually transcend survival? And I think that is really relevant to all of us right now. I think all of us are seeking ways to transcend survival. And that is why continuing to practice our spirituality is so important. We are all spiritual beings. And although we might come to our spirituality in different ways, I think an idea generally we can connect to is that engaging in spirituality is connecting to that which we find to be life-giving. Connecting with one another, engaging with each other, and finding that our own experiences are reflected in one another. These are ways that we find our spirituality. And there are many opportunities for us to continue to practice, although we are engaging in social distancing. One of the ways that I find transcendence is through music. Music is a critical aspect of my life and where I really feel at peace, where I find my own story reflected, and where I find an opportunity to reflect on my own life and my own actions. There are songs that are really important to me, that speak to me, and I refer to them as sound wave sermons. A song I've been thinking a lot about is Mercy by the Dave Matthews Band. If you know me, you know I'm a huge fan, and I imagine some of my students are laughing at me at the moment because they hear me talk about it way too much. But the song Mercy, it's really about this idea that we need to take a hard look at ourselves and see the ways that we've participated in contributing to the problems that exist in our world today, and how we can hold ourselves accountable and what we can do to actually change it. And understanding that contributing to change is more than asking a higher power to do something for us. It requires us to take action and to make change. Something we often don't understand is that action itself is a form of prayer. Action is a way for us to connect with our life-giving power. And so the question becomes, what type of action can we each be taking to help resurrect our communities? Now, that can feel very overwhelming. Many of us think, what can I actually do that's going to help to create change in my global world? But here's the thing. It's the smallest acts done with the greatest compassion that make the biggest impacts. So for instance, just by practicing social distancing, by choosing to stay home so that you can stay healthy, so that your neighbors can stay healthy, you are helping to flatten the curve. We are already seeing how this is making a change, how every single one of us is critical. Our actions, they are all critical to healing our global community. We are all a part of this. In this time where we have been very focused on what it means to remain connected with one another while practicing social distancing, which we absolutely should, it is also a time that we should be practicing reflection, thinking about what our personal missions are and the ways that we want to be engaged in our community and the contributions that we want to make to our communities. Thanks so much for listening. Happy Easter, and I'm wishing you all to be safe and healthy and happy.